Hey guys, Janice Vaughn, letting your light shine. I am back from Maui. Oh my gosh, I was going to do videos while I was there, but I was so busy doing my journey of healing and just taking time for myself. It was such an amazing experience. I really encourage you guys to all do some sort of getaway. And honestly, if it's in your own backyard, popping up a tent or just going to sit by the fire or sit by the water, depending on where you are, you owe yourself the duty to give yourself permission to take care of you first, okay? I never thought that I would be able to go on a journey of self-healing on my own. I always felt like I needed somebody to be there with me, whether it be a friend or whatever. And yes, I did have two of my really good friends come out and stay for about 5 days. And that was great, okay? Because I still had the time. My eyes are watering from this ridiculous allergy season here in Arizona. I am so over it. Anyway, so that was fun, a little break in my trip. But I got to tell you guys, I never spent so much time sitting by the water and just looking at the waves carry away some of the stress, some of the heartache, some of the pain, just all the bullshit that I dealt with for so many years with a narcissist. So please put yourself first. I know it's hard and I know that we feel selfish sometimes, but you have got to do that, because coming back from this journey has put me in a place that I never thought I would be in. I thought I was healed before I left, but I'm telling you, because Maui is such a magical place for me and so incredibly meaningful, it did wonders. Like I feel totally renewed. I have the strength of, Superwoman. I feel like I can conquer the world and nothing is holding me back. In that time, I also made some new goals, some new dreams, some pretty big goals actually. And, I've never been more excited to accomplish some of these goals that I'm getting ready to accomplish. And when you're in the mindset of, oh my gosh, poor me, the narcissist did this to me or said this to me or ruined my life, don't look at it as that person ruined your life, okay? Look at it as this person pushed me to a better life, because my life is now better without him or her in my life, okay? I did that a little bit. I remember sitting there going, oh my gosh, I can't believe what I went through. But when I got to Hawaii, the first thing I said to myself is, a little voice came to me and said, Janice, the first thing you got to do, and I listened, right? Because I was clear-minded and I was just listening to the waves and watching the ocean, said to me, the second you let go of everything that you have held up inside of your soul for, the past year and a half and, the 6 years of the relationship, let go. And your life is going to change and you're going to live again. You're going to be a new person. Not a new person as in completely new, okay? I still have all of that amazing generosity, kindness, love, joy, inner strength that I've always had. It was just buried down and I was able to find myself again. So that's why I keep stressing in these videos, you guys, it's so important to find that time for yourself. You don't have to spend any money to do that, really and truly. Find yourself a corner in the room of an extra bedroom, or go to a friend's house, or, a lot of people have pools, a lot of people live by a lake, walk your local lake and see if there's anything you can do. Just kind of sit there for a few hours, journal. I did a lot of journaling. I wrote a lot of stuff down. And in fact, one of the nights when I was sitting by the sunset, I told myself, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to journal and I'm going to write down whatever comes to my mind. Whatever word just comes to my mind as I'm sitting here, I wrote it down. I didn't give thought to what I wrote down. I just wrote down the first thing that came to my mind, okay? And I didn't look at those words. In fact, I didn't look at them until I got back this past week. And it's incredible what I wrote down. I wrote down so many things, like feeling me again, becoming my true self, feeling like I can give wholeheartedly again. I mean, I'm a huge giver and I love to give, but I felt like I was kind of held back from giving because I was too busy in my own head trying to figure out what had happened to me all those years. My focus was not in the right place, even though I thought I was healed completely. Now I can say, following this trip, I let it all go. I watched it carry away with each wave that came to the shoreline. As my feet were soaking in the sand and the waves were coming up to my feet, I let go every little thing that I kept thinking about. I let go of every incident that came to mind that I had gone through with a narcissist. I let go of everything that he had said. I let go of every name that he had called me. And there were so many names. There were so many names this man called me over the years. I couldn't even keep track anymore, but I let it go. I let it go. And I'm so much better healed this time than I was before I went, even though I thought I was. So I guess what I'm trying to say with this is you're not going to be 100% healed until you feel it deep down in your gut and in your soul. I think that's why I had such a hard time coming back the last day I had in Maui. I'm telling you guys, I cried like a baby. I was sobbing. I just knew that this place is my magical healing place, and I was able to just let go of so many different things. Being in an environment where people are just so kind to one another and people help one another, and you see the tourists who are so happy and they're refreshing their lives. It's just the energy of this island is beyond imaginable. It's just beyond imaginable. Yeah, I mean, I heard a couple people, hooting and hollering or saying some things. Come on, hurry up, kids. You're not paying attention, whatever. It happens, right? But the second I heard this one couple arguing, I thought, oh my gosh, that is what I dealt with every time I was in Hawaii the past with a narcissist. It's funny too, because I usually go this time of year every year, and I came up with some memories on Facebook, and the memories from a couple years ago with him, the narcissist, and a few years before that. Oh my gosh, I remember these memories popping up, and I'm like, ugh, it was like, oh my gosh, I can't even tell you that the memories that came back to me of what he was doing and saying at those times really didn't affect me. I just was like, well, I'll let that go with this wave. And it just kept going. It just kept leaving my body. I also did a pranic healing salt bath there a couple of times. And I think I shared with you guys that taking salt baths is so incredibly healing. You can literally feel the energy leaving your body, the toxic, negative energy. I feel light as a feather. I feel like I am just the ebb and flow of life is just so much more natural now. And I want you all to please try so hard to put yourself first. I know a lot of you are people who are people pleasers, and you don't want people upset with you, and you don't want people mad at you for not doing something for them. But you know what? The more you give to other people before you give to yourself, you're just taking away from filling your own soul and your own heart with what truly brings you joy, okay? So try and focus really hard on putting yourself first. Asking for 5 to 10 minutes a day for your own personal time is not asking for the world. You should have a little bit more time than 5 to 10 minutes, but I understand life is crazy and life gets in the way. But if you can just put that time aside for yourself, you're gonna crave that time. You're gonna crave that time. So do that for yourself if you would. I'm going to be back in Maui the first week in August, and one of my dear friends has a timeshare and has invited me back during that time. So of course I'm going, and I'm super excited. I think at that point I'm going to start looking for a place, because I'm going to make this a permanent home for me. That is one of my biggest goals and dreams, and I'm just going to do it. I tried to make the jump to do that in 2016, only to be interrupted by coming across paths with the narcissist. Do I blame him? No, sure don't. I don't. I blame myself for allowing somebody else to not allow my dreams to go through. Okay, I'm responsible for my own dreams and goals. Nobody else is. So this time, there is nobody out there that is going to stop me from this, and I'm going to make this happen. So I'm going to do some videos about my move and how I'm doing that. So I will let you know that channel once I create that and get those videos going. But for now, put yourself first. All right, you owe that to yourself. You are an amazing individual. You are an amazing human being, and you are so loved by so many. But the most important person that you owe this to is yourself, okay? Love and light to all of you. I love you all so much. Stay strong. Thank you.